Week 10 in the NFL, we're more than halfway through the season. Playoff races are starting to heat up. I'm Matt Ufford, this is Uffsides, let's do it. Lions at Bears is a great early game on Sunday. Both teams are 5-3, NFC North rivals, and with Aaron Rodgers out the next couple weeks, this is their chance to seize control of the division. Of course, the Lions have lost, 9 of their last 11 to the Bears?
That is correct, 9 of 11.
Also for the Bears, Jay Cutler may be making his return.
Jay Cutler's been medically cleared, just a matter if he doesn't.
Of whether he feels like it.
Yeah.
This is the Lions' first game since the Megatron game, 329-yard performance. That was a last-second thriller over the Cowboys. So, the line of the game is the Lions by 2.5. Expect that line to move depending on whether it's Josh McCown or Jay Cutler, but I think I'm going to go Lions. What do you say?
I am going to go Bears on this one, because even if it's McCown playing, he showed some things versus the Packers, so I don't think they'll be too bad with him.
I don't have quite that amount of faith in Josh McCown. He has certainly better than our jokes have been about him.
What do you think McCown orders at the bar?
Is it vodka tonic, man?
I picture him as he goes to the bar, he's like, all right, I'm going to get like Jameson on the rocks. Or like he has in mind something he's going to get, and then he just freezes and he's like Blue Moon.
Early game on Sunday to watch is Eagles at Packers. Story of two teams kind of going in different directions, at least for the next couple weeks. Nick Foles suddenly once again a hero after throwing 7 touchdowns against the Raiders. And the Packers, from being the NFC North frontrunners to having Seneca Wallace in charge of the game.
I'd be surprised if he starts next week. You got Matt Flynn out there who, has been good for
Return to Green Bay! Come on, Matt Flynn! The one hero of that Green Bay offense, Eddie Lacy, the first capable Packers running back since...
Amon Green, he was great. Amon Green. He's the
I was
new
going
Amon
to say
Green.
like somebody from like the 1960s.
There's no reason for the Eagles to not have 9 men in the box every play.
I would agree with that.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
Ayo! Nick Foles had an amazing game against the Buccaneers, completely crapped the bed against the Cowboys, returned in force against the Raiders. As we film it, the line is Packers by 9.5. I'm guessing that since we looked that up a couple minutes ago, it's already gone down. What do you say?
I like the Eagles outright, especially if it's Wallace starting, definitely.
I say unless Eddie Lacy runs for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, I'm gonna go Eagles on this one. I don't know about outright. Okay, Eagles outright. I'm gonna buy into Chip Kelly and he's gonna pull the rug out from under me yet again. Son of a bitch. The Uffsides game of the week kicks off late in the afternoon. Carolina Panthers at San Francisco 49ers, 2 of the hottest teams in the league. Panthers have won 4 in a row by an average of 20+ points. Niners have won 5 in a row, an average of 22.6 according to Alex.
Right.
Sweet Jesus, it's warm under these lights. Hold on.
Game changer.
Oh, why do I even wear a sweater
The
inside?
Upside's game changer of the week.
Take the pants off.
Take this shirt
Hey,
off.
the pants stay on.
I've never seen your nipples. Let's change that.
See me after. 2 things to look at in this game. Number 1, 2 of the league's best defenses, both top 6 in total defense and scoring defense, yes?
Yep.
And on the other side of the field, you've got 2 young, exciting quarterbacks who terrify old white sports writers. Oh, these guys are thugs. They're me first, glory boys. It's 'cause they're black. But for real, Colin Kaepernick and Cam Newton, a lot of fun to watch. The line is Niners by 6.5. I think the Panthers will keep it close enough. I don't think the Niners will blow them out. I think the Niners will win, but I'll take the Panthers covering.
I love you, Matt, but you're mistaken on this one. Bet everything on San Francisco.
The Niners are pretty tough at home. How they really whipped the Colts
That
at
was so
Candlestick,
long
right?
ago, I can barely remember it.
People don't forget.
Hey, remember when the AFC West was the worst division in football? Yeah, now it's got the Broncos and even the Chargers are contending for a playoff spot. Biggest development for the Broncos since their bye week is, of course, John Fox's health problems. He's out for the next couple months.
About a month.
Serving as interim coach will be Jack Del Rio, who really had a marvelous career in Jacksonville. Gonna go with Jack Del Rio, huh? You know how that goes.
Get better, John Fox.
Broncos are still the Broncos after a week off. Peyton Manning still on pace for NFL records in passing yards and touchdown passes. Noshawn Marino leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. 13 wide receivers have at least six touchdown catches. 3 of them are on the Broncos. They're the Broncos. Like, how many times do I have to say that? Like, they're okay, we get it, you're fun to watch. This game, hey, just watch it for the touchdowns. I don't want to analyze it anymore. The line is Denver by 7. They're the away team.
This was the hardest game, in my opinion, to predict with the points.
I'm gonna go Broncos. Barely. Sunday Night Football should be a fun one. Cowboys at Saints. Tony Romo and Drew Brees, your fantasy game will likely hinge on what happens here. That's the entire preview.
Regular football.
Jason Hatcher, who's been terrific for them all year, had a stinger last week, but he should be able to play. Jerry Jones also said DeMarcus Ware will be back, so that's great news.
Take it with a grain of salt, though. It's Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones, he may have been high on crocodile at the time.
I don't know. He probably does really good heroin. He doesn't have to sleep to crocodile.
How many hookers do you think he strangled during sex?
Of course, by that you mean while he was having sex with his wife, how many hookers was he strangling aside from that to get off on? 72. That's the answer. Can't wait for Sean Payton to be the Cowboys coach.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna happen.
Really?
Yeah. Once Sean Payton moves to Dallas, or well, full-time moves to Dallas, Nick Saban moves to Austin. Just powerhouses once again.
And then we can finally get rid of Texas forever. Dallas, of course, is 5-4 and on top of the NFC East because that division is garbage. Your garbage team is on top of a garbage division.
No one in the NFC East lost this past week.
Whoa.
So,
Wow.
3 victories.
Yeah.
Giants were on bye.
Nice work. I'm going to take the Saints at -7.
I'm
too.
in full agreement, yep.
Will?
Cowboys win.
Cowboys win outright.
Yeah, they're falling apart. The Saints lost to the Jets.
Those are the best 5 games of Week 10. Finally, a fun slate, at least on paper. Enjoy the games. We'll see you next week.